All right. Hello, everyone. How we doing? How we doing? Hi. I'm fried. I am really beat from work, but we are out here, um, continuing Disco Elysium. Very excited. Um, yeah, we're ending day one. Let's pop into bed.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting.
The bed does not look very put together.
The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Okay.
The sheets
Bed.
feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out. And then sleep doesn't. And then sleep doesn't come.
But I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Typically. Or typical.
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Roll over. That's usually what I do.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Killed him.
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves. Your breathing
Go to bed
stays.
now.
A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images.
Oh, I'm dreaming. Whoa. Disco. E. Whoa.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
No.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
What is this?
You know who I am. I'm the bad day.
Hmm.
The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming.
Worst day of
She
all
will hear
time.
about it on the phone.
E.
Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
Ooh.
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
I left.
Oh no, funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed.
3 times. That would be like
Failed me.
3 kills.
You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The pale and the useless.
Hell.
On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history.
Hmm.
You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people.
The whole world?
And you failed every single one of them.
I can come back from this.
Really fucked up. You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping
High
into
conductivity.
things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
We've spoken before.
No, Harry.
No?
You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do.
Hmm.
Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
Oh, someone mentioned this, right? They said wait for the morning or something like that, right? Or wait for tonight. There's another type?
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Not the line I need to be hearing right now. Oh, we're awake. Holy. Wait, we broke the window again?
Good going, buddy.
What was that?
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time.
What's going on?
Why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even
Yes,
think?
yes.
It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster.
Speed.
Time to get some more.
That's why we were running everywhere. We were on speed.
You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
What is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday. It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and ready to detect. Ready to go to war against the world.
No, I'm not gonna go looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
I can do this.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man.
Window's broken again.
The window stands broken in its frame. The morning light hurts your...
Interesting. We were all speeded out yesterday.
Mirror hangs on the
Can I try
bathroom
this
wall.
again?
It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with the expression.
How much I missed? Almost nothing. I had a bad dream last. I don't want to level up my volition. Maybe electrochemistry too. Try the mirror again. It's only an 8%. Do I have clothes for this? I think I'm actually already with all the clothes that help with electrochemistry. Yeah. Oh, these pants. +1 electrochemistry, but so do these. Hot ass. Skip it.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. Still not happening. It won't.
Fine, we're fine. See if Kim's up. He's probably already driven the body. Maybe he's downstairs. Oh. Hey. Vibes. Oh, we're up early. 7:30. Guess we couldn't sleep. Good morning, Kim.
Morning. I've got some good news. I took care of the body. The thought of him decomposing in my MC wouldn't let me sleep.
Good.
I'm just glad he's gone. We have other matters to attend to.
The
Yeah.
lieutenant is downplaying his contribution. He got up before sunrise to
Yeah,
get
he
this
probably had to
done.
drive pretty far.
Now, he's quite pleased with himself for taking care of.
The Union muscle finally turned up, and they look rowdy. We need to talk to them.
Are these the men Gart told us about?
Completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep.
Me too.
It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty. One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it.
Why do we need to talk to them?
Points to the dock workers union. The belt used for hanging him. Which
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Be wrong, but I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCMP. Men who drink beer
Got
for
it.
breakfast.
Maybe we should call in
That would
reinforcements.
just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. One
Right.
more thing before
Let's chill. Let's chill.
we don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to the
streetwise.
drugstore first.
Zoom right past. But aren't you curious to
They're in no hurry to leave.
We'll come back. I just need some not die drugs. I do have a second morale point though, so at least I don't insta die to disparage. Let's go to drugstore.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles.
Magnesium, please.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or okay.
And one of these.
I hope Saint Baptiste makes you
And one of
okay.
these.
Here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or
Thanks. We also need to pay $20 today to make sure we have a place to stay. But we're pretty close to that anyways. Got our bag. You already know. Oh boy, the speed's gonna be tough. Withdrawal from the speed is gonna be tough.
In the morning light,
Hey.
the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye. Do something important? Something murder related? This is a Caprice Kinema.
Thanks.
The Caprice Motor
The
Corps
Kinema.
to their highly successful work with its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine, driving
I'm good. Let's go talk to these dudes. See if we get our ass beat. I think we're gonna want high authority. Reaction speed feels good. Police feels good. Physical instrument. We could replace that with suggestion. That's probably good. Another is spirit de corpse. That's a jacket though. Wait, this is also a jacket. This one's better though. That gives us shivers. Logic, -1 authority. This gives us -1 drama. Vivid imagination. Electrochemistry or interfacing. I think we want, or half light. Get half light. Composure, yeah. -1 reaction speed. But +1 electrochemistry. Probably fine. We don't want -1 suggestion. We're chilling. Get in there. Oh, hey, you're here now.
Let me handle this.
You seem a little different today.
You are far from home, Lieutenant. This isn't a district known for its love of self-proclaimed militiamen.
So you're not a gardener, huh?
That's right. I'm not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for
Whoa.
the Dock Workers Union.
A lawyer. Well, then we can talk seriously.
not a muscle moves.
You are looking for Titus Hardy, who you think has information on a murder the RCM is investigating.
Yeah.
You want to interview him. That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming, nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority.
Oh shit, Kim's going in.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
What's your role?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
Oh man, you're rude. What if I want to talk to you?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority.
What are you gonna do to me?
What are we going to do to you? The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Thus. Hey Evan, how's it going?
Goddamn right it is.
Oh, we're
If anything,
damn it.
it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
Why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers.
Listen,
Oh, this shit's gonna explode.
you're a mob enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask,
Whoa.
or get back to your commanders.
Wow. Hey, we peace. The world needs a financial buffer zone.
Emotional here. Do your job. Ask your questions.
Fine, we will do that. Time to die.
This is where you say your bit.
What? Beer can? It's 7 a.m., buddy.
Detective,
Don't say anything yet.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
Do not let their squeals disturb your serenity. These are but simple peasants, sire.
We need to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
Looking?
You sure took your time, huh?
Your name is Shanky.
For him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
Titus is an ass?
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
Mog the dock workers before doing an interrogation. Thanks, drama. Yeah.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
You might want to start asking your questions now.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in
Yeah, let's scan the room.
starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man in his 30s. Overbearingly masculine.
Very masculine.
Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46.
Smoker.
Across at the other table. Hobnailed working boots. Size 43.
Aha.
Gang tattoos. Mesk or Sarah Mauritian. He spent his youth in Villa Labos, a housing project.
I don't care.
And then, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 46.
Big dick.
Big dick. Wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips. Rugby cap. Fingerless gloves. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A
Rowing
little text
Club.
below it, in the far corner. Standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 44. 40-something. Non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum?
Spectrum?
Size 41. With the light step. Not a child, after all.
There's the
An
little
older
guy.
man with a rat face. In the middle, heaving.
Fat Angus.
Big guy. Boot size 46. Deep marks. In conclusion,
Feels like these guys
other
did it.
actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
Where's the odd soul?
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not...
The fuck is with you, fella?
All right. Whoa. I mean, we don't want to just accuse them of it. Did you do it? Did you hang the man in the backyard?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
I do like talking about pretty boys.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Why is there a container belt around his neck?
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yes.
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him. We did this together, all of us, until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
Not very funny.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
But there's a catch.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
Ah. So when did this happen?
You don't have to answer any of his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known him?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Who do you think you are? I am.
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town.
By the Pines cow, you
The
mean
Joyce? Okay.
representative for White Pines? The same company you're striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
So she knows more than she's letting on.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer.
So who called the
Are
shots?
you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a hardy boy without arresting all hardy boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
I need to ask about the 8th person.
Question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
No, but seriously.
Who do you fucking think does?
You do.
That's right, asshole. Titus Hardy runs the Hardy Boy.
That's,
Ain't that so, fellas?
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
No. You did not get an answer. Titus does administrative work. He pushes paper, fills out forms the others can't read. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
Well, we know they did it. You murdered him just like that?
Sent to the Shays. Ever felt remorse for them?
Shares Electrique is the...
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For...
Hello, folks. I see you all in the YouTube chat. Hi. Send them to Reunion to rot for 20 years for life. Look, I'm just doing my job.
Is this writing? Wait a minute, let me do that again. Hold up. His Rysair, is this firing? Hold on, let me do that again.
Oh boy, 2 years Rysair VT pet.
Oh boy, 2 years. Rysair, thank you for the resub. 2 years of support. Welcome back to the tournament staff. Appreciate having you here. Thank you. Well, so you're a humble, well-meaning man, huh? He's like around, ever been in solitary?
So he's hanging a man, slowly, without breaking his neck.
Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive.
How goes the game? This game is great. I'm really enjoying it. It's just slow to start, but only a couple hours slow to start, and then it gets you. So he was a mercenary.
He stepped out alive.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike.
Okay. So he was like a strike breaker.
Had Kohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Force.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
Whoa.
I can't prove it. But I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hired merc shit like that.
What did he do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers.
Whoa.
Threatened to kill some as a warning.
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation?
De-escalation.
Kill us all if we don't open the gate.
Curious.
If we don't let the scabs in. If we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls.
Karaoke.
I was mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming, "Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt?"
Whoa. So this guy was not a good fella.
Head with a wine bottle, doesn't even fall down.
Was that the same girl who was assaulted?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out.
There's something odd here. Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation.
What's this game about? So we play as a detective who is has lost all his memories, and you're trying to solve the murder case here in this town. But there's a lot more going on in this town than just the murder. Probably the best description. Well, then who did it?
You're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
I just leveled that up too. How did you kill him?
Him up by his neck until he got real still.
Sure.
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school?
The autopsy showed there were no ligature marks. His hands were not tied. Can you explain that?
The lieutenant goes in for the leg sweep. Titus does not see it.
Look.
Play. Yeah. I knocked him out. Came up behind him and clapped him in the back of the head. He went down like a sack of sand.
But a wine bottle to the head didn't do anything? You guys are not very good at this.
That's right, lawman.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first. Then see if it all adds up.
What did you use to knock him out?
My fucking elbow, Copper. Samurai boxing style.
Your elbow and a wine bottle couldn't do it when he went after that girl?
Samurai boxing.
I don't care.
He may be lying, but he's good at it. No twitching, no rushing, no uncalled for details.
I'm going to give myself a composure point to really shore this up. Where did this happen?
Right fucking here. Eugene already told you that the
Yeah, man. Weren't you listening?
Things aren't quite right here.
Titus is solid.
Wow, I rolled a low-ass number.
But
who's solid?
Elaine.
Yeah.
Looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man.
Yep.
At least Ansi.
Yeah, he caught that drop.
Not his first.
I'll tell you who's antsy is the guy on the far left.
This little rat-faced fellow is solid too. Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice.
Oh, I see. Who's cracking? Fat Angus is having a heart attack. Keep him out of the conversation. Definitely the weakest link in the chain. Hey, you. You having trouble breathing over there?
No.
That's it?
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going
Hell
to
yeah.
like a piece of twig.
Well, there's something you're not telling me.
And fuck you, too, Copper. Picking on Angus like this. We're done with this.
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more.
All right, we have other questions.
Like what, Copper?
So what are we going to do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility.
Yeah, there's something up here.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is
Oh,
gonna
that's
hear from
not
us
happening.
Real law officials.
I found 8 sets of footprints.
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7.
That's...
We're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy?
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
She? So there's an 8th Hardy.
It's gotta be Elizabeth.
Shut the fuck up!
Or maybe Sadie.
I do the talking here. Now what the...
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boy.
Could be Joyce. And probably not Joyce. They're at odds. It could be Elizabeth. It could be Sadie.
You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet.
Good. We are all watching each other.
We can't do this.
Officer, your question.
I want to talk about the hanging again.
Good one, Titus.
That's it. We're good. We're good.
Fucking time.
I can't do this. I could retry it, but man, 3%? That's not happening. I could level authority. But, I mean, it's going to go from a 3% to... What do you need? We only have 1. I mean, you need like a 10 or something rolled here. Maybe you need... Actually, you might just need doubles. I'm going to take off... Oh, you need a 16. Yeah, we would have to roll doubles. And honestly, going up to even 4 authority, we would have to roll doubles. Okay, so... I think we should go talk to Joyce again. Prove your authority to Titus Hardy. Oh, we can call Alice back about the armor. Let's do that.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
Yeah, let's grab the radio.
57, how may I assist you? Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
No, we're done here.
10-10, over.
Radio.
57, how may I...
Serial number.
The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Betancourt, sur la Clé in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies in the Seminine conflict.
That checks out with all the Oranese and Seminine stuff they were saying he had on him.
So, it seems the armor went to Seminine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times. The most
What's it called now?
firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Crenel. And the one before it was Downwell. I think they...
A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted.
Okay.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records.
Please do try.
Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I will have more information for you then.
Great.
Not yet, but I was able to... Just a sec. Sylvie Malay. Yes, hello?
Hi, Sylvie. It's the police again.
What else do you need, detective?
Have you seen my badge?
I know who you are.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing...
My badge is missing.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
I don't need answers for every little thing.
It's better to not ask too many questions.
Do you know how my paperwork ended up in the trash container?
You tried to jam it down the toilet, sir. Clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paper, I am sorry about that.
Got it. Thanks.
Anything else I can help you with?
Nope. That was helpful. Thank you.
You see a set.
Done there. So he worked for a pharmaceutical company as like an enforcer or something, it looks like. That's a little scary. Okay. Closed the water lock on Wednesday. Today's Tuesday. Renee, the photo you found in the night watchman's booth, the one with the happy couple, asked Renee about it. He looked uncharacteristically happy in the picture. Okay, if we talk to Renee, we'll do that. Yart. No, that's the Lieutenant Love quest. We're skipping that. Where's the rest of the armor? Maybe Kuno knows. We need a bull. We need to pay for tonight. Looking for our badge. Talk to Joyce again, I think. That's probably next thing we do. Tattoos. What's so special about the borscht? The cook in the whirling rags made it. Let's maybe talk about that. And then at 9 p.m. we want to talk to the smoker. Go talk to the cook. Oh, right. He speaks another language, doesn't he?
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
What's behind that door?
Shrugging is an international sign for...
Do you know you're friends with Mañana?
Mañana. The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his. I'm pretty sure he asked you a question. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
Mercury rising.
Borscht need more vodka?
The borscht has vodka in it.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirit.
Of course.
Got it.
Vodka. Now that makes a very... Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea. Honestly, the place is a powder keg.
No, yeah, we shouldn't put more vodka in the borscht.
The cook gives you a long, disappointed look. Then...
No, I don't think I need anything else. Thank you. We could talk to Mañana about that, too. Maybe Mañana could get us a real conversation. Maybe Mañana could get us a real conversation with that cook. And maybe the cook will see who... What was it? Who had... who put the clothes in the trash and the mug. Maybe the chef would know. And Mañana might be able to speak to him if they're friends. Yo.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means.
It's fine.
But a rest area on the back. Right. You talk to the boss.
You know who killed the hangman?
Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
The harbor is a primary of
What a thought.
suspicion.
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
What does that
He
mean?
was an agent of the opposition.
Yeah, okay, we knew that. Did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me.
Okay.
Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men.
Yeah, we're
all sorts of schemes.
the Hardy Boys either did it or they're taking the fall for the labor leader, which I'm actually of the suspicion now that Elizabeth is way more important in the union than she's letting on.
He's not lying.
Understood. This has been of
Thanks.
limited use.
No problem. I wish the best to you.
All right, I guess we can't ask him about the chef. That's fine. I don't care about this stuff. Let's talk to Joyce about the Hardy Boys. I think that's probably next objective. And then see where that takes us. I need to find a couple bucks. I can sell something probably to get a couple bucks. Oh, hey. I take my own way. That's all. All right, whatever. Garbage? No? Did I get all the garbage? Maybe.
Whoa.
Oh.
What have we here?
Bridge?
A bridge with loose nails and rot-infested wood that creaks in the wind. A construction code violation if there...
I don't care, dude. I've crossed this bridge. Oh, the crane. Can I do something with this? No. All right, Joyce. What do you got for me today? You know more than you're letting on.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I talked to Vart.
You have. And how did you like Mr. Clare?
Finally. Time to choose side.
Physical instrument. It's not important if I liked him. I was doing my job.
Of course, Detective.
The RCM does not pick sides in this.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt verm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another...
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things.
I agree.
Tell her she'll like you for it.
He's helping me find my gun.
The lieutenant looks at you and
Ugh, I messed up.
muscle. He's able to contain the anger and surprise.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this to gauge their reactions. It's all part of detecting.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun?
He's helping me find my gun.
Yes.
Please don't get him in a loop. If he gets in a loop, it will last forever.
That's wrong. You don't get into loops.
I don't get into loop.
Totally slanderous. Maybe.
Of course. Thank you for the advice.
Hello.
You are here to assist.
See you over there in YouTube chat. Hi, hi.
Dealings with Everard are still of considerable...
The lieutenant will be more lenient toward sharing those, hopefully.
Alright, I helped him turn up the heat on the borscht.
Now. What sort of borscht is he
Okay,
making?
this is the dirt.
The strike brew. That's a classic. And by turn up the heat, I presume you mean put more alcohol in it?
No, I told him not to.
Beyond curious. I will choose to interpret that as you turning the alcohol in the strike brew down. For the sake of our professional relationship. And because I don't like the idea of them any more drunk than they already are. What else?
Well, I guess we could talk about something else.
Detective. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
Oh, is that it? About my missing badge
Any
again.
more until we've taken care of formal protocol.
Ah, right. Suggestion.
Of course, the situation is extremely...
Change my clothes really quick. That's right. I need my badge. I need my badge in order to talk to her. Where can I get my badge? Oh, +1 suggestion. +1 conceptualization. +1 logic. No minus suggestion. We can try it. Yo, how's it going, Conch? Welcome, welcome.
Good. What? I'm afraid I can't say any more.
42% ain't bad.
Formal protocol.
What do we need, an 11? So we have to roll a 9 or higher? We'd have to roll an 8 or higher if I put a point into it. We could try again. It's a red check, though.
Of course. The situation is extremely... What would you like to know? Good. What we...
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants...
The pines, cork, and that is...
The wild...
I already talked about that.
...is one of the original Revacholian...
Why, thank you.
She nods.
Of course.
Talked about all that.
Don't tell her you've met Everard right away. There's time.
I already told her. All right, let's send it.
I can't say any more until we've taken care of formal protocol.
She's a negotiator.
Yes.
Just float a favor at her. Insinuate.
There's another way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
What'd that tail do?
You're in.
It wagged.
I'd expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal,
drugs,
so it goes
okay.
to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resource, or you can recover your badge. Though, if I may be blunt with you...
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse us. What's up, Kim?
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
How did you hope it would go?
I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchmen.
Oh, so we're henchmen now?
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
So are you proposing we don't go into the drug trafficking investigation?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union. Or that we are... What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Or we could just find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large, and your badge is 8x6.
The situation might have changed drastically.
You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's go.
You're
All right.
back. Good.
Tell us about the drug trafficking.
Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samara...
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GPL, and various synthetic psychedelics.
Huge.
Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
So the materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal?
Near the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no.
Fair.
As far as the company knows, the Union...
You want us to investigate?
It. Yes, but you won't get anything out of Everard and the Dock Workers Union. Still.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
The roundabout. The lorries.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're
How convenient that they're stranded like beached whales at that roundabout.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about.
Sure, I think we can do that.
Her irises are light green, like the river
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
It's no coincidence that they're stranded, huh?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the trade committee, they'll have no choice but thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
Why didn't you come to us earlier?
On more than one occasion.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged...
Well, here's your chance, officers.
Do you have any proof that the Union's involved?
This strike.
That
Thousands
makes
of
sense.
dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men.
That is true.
The local businesses can... Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night.
We already have some suspicions on one of the drivers.
The two might even be connected.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
Actually, if the guy who was hanged was a mercenary for a pharmaceutical company, and these guys are running a drug trade, he might have come to bust up the strike not for any reason other than protecting the drug trade that the pharmaceutical company was running.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant.
Okay.
Yes?
Got it. We'll probe the drivers.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorries. It may come to nothing, or in the meantime, let me know if there's any other...
Thank you. We're gonna go do that. That is a good lead. Let's go talk to the lorry drivers. Hopefully I don't just like collapse from withdrawal of speed.
still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
What are you hauling anyways?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms,
okay.
stuff like that.
Yeah, okay. Thought so.
Relax. He's merely joking.
So what are you actually hauling?
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Nothing illegal then?
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
And that's your machine behind you?
Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of.
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust.
Yeah.
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable.
Could I get one of your found tracksuits?
Pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know?
Weird.
But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
Let me be straight with you.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble.
Who do you think it could be then?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol.
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire.
Tell me about the strike.
Whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a black...
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
Maybe I should go on? No. What's the union demanding?
Pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too.
What do you think they want?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get... Not
you?
my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
I'm in their home.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep.
One empathy. I have none empathy.
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
What's troubling you?
Man, nothing's troubling me. Just the...
That all the beans you got, Tommy? Damn.
All right. Appreciate you. Are you a lorry?
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
You're a lorryman, right? What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
Smell of booze and cigarettes.
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara.
Oh no, more race theory.
They can't beat us in a fair fight. So they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage.
So you're not smuggling drugs then?
Not in, not out.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Why are you still hanging around here?
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking in.
Gotta stop with the kips.
If they touch my stuff...
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Hey, racist, how do you feel about narcotics? Racist tirade. Ah, yeah, naruhodo.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
Well, it sucks for him.
It's a fucking travesty, is what.
So what are you hauling?
Not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so...
Why do you have to guard your shit?
Then wait on your ass. The strike? Oh, they've been apples.
Apples?
Apples.
Exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
Yeah, who's running the drugs?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang. That beady-eyed South
My God, dude.
His little side. He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil.
This guy is awful.
Yes, yes. Where is he?
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad.
Bit south of here.
His tribe are natural liars.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be so sure about it.
Guess so.
Why would he... Can I ask him that? Why do you have to defend your truck if you haven't filled it with anything yet? What are they going to loot? Apples? They're not even in your truck yet. That's this guy down here, right? Yo.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers... You see a Samaran street vendor. The name, Sileng, is...
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
What's cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool. The customers are cool. You're very cool.
Thanks.
You feel a twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shootout of brewing.
Oh, yeah. Whip them out.
Don't shoot, officer. Have we got an arrest here or just a shakedown?
I'm just shaking you down.
Good one, officer.
This isn't a joke. Give me money. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Fire away, officer.
Persuade him to give you some money. We don't need money. What's your stance on drugs?
I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin life. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent.
How do we unlock this? Bend one. Oh. Oh, shoot. Okay. Wait. I don't like this. How many skill points do I have? 2? Sure. Finger pistol. -2 Xavier Fair. Snumping doesn't help. You're promising on that much. Do it. We're looking for a lorry driver who's transporting drugs.
So cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc? But I am not a lorry driver. I am just a street vendor.
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
But you are a lorryman.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right?
Yes.
I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder, and he's an asshole.
Realizing he can't get out.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug trade?
I told you.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd.
He was talking about specific people who are transporting the drugs.
Shush, please. There's bad people doing bad
Hi, Shira.
things here. That's all I know. Please.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
Look, we're buddies here.
It's a she, okay? The
Oh.
other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off.
Oh, I know who that is.
Interesting. Could this driver be connected to...
Is that that lady driver back there? Is she associated with the Hardy Boys?
I'm not local.
Is it her?
I don't know. Maybe. If
He's not ruling her out.
Who are these other drivers that talk?
I don't know. I told you.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left.
Okay, we're cool.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funk.
Where are you from?
It's a boring.
This man probably comes from Seaguy. Sometimes.
Back to business. I don't care. Sweet. Go talk to the lady driver, who might be the 8th Hardy boy, who might be running their drug trade, which might be why they hanged the pharmaceutical mercenary. It all kind of makes sense if you think about it. And if you want it to make sense. Oh, can I try this again?
An old monument stands in the middle of the.
We need encyclopedia.
Pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's being reassembled piece by piece.
I really don't want to level encyclopedia. Hey, ma'am, you really keep to yourself, huh?
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you?
I was hoping you could tell me that.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
When else would you be?
Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution.
Hmm.
The sidewalks and cafes are filled with the young people. Until you came along, that is.
Sorry to interrupt your dreaming,
I wasn't
ma'am.
dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. While you, people, were tearing each other.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the
Gabriel Buenguero.
This is Gabriel Buenguero.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
You were from Mesk?
Someone was.
But these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. They're beautiful.
Huh.
That is all that matters.
Damn.
Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
All of what?
All of
the world. The present.
Right, I have some other questions.
Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
Are you the lady driver?
Did you just call me a lady, Harife?
Are you not?
The woman's malevolent.
I'm a lady like you are, Gabriel Buenguero. Only in dreams.
You're not the driver everyone's terrified
Only
of.
terrifying to small children.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
And what of this female driver I was told of?
Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
Why are you scared of the people that know
I
you?
can no longer recognize the person I once was.
Okay.
Oh, Sim.
What are you hauling?
Of
Really?
But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
Okay, so really what?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
You don't even know?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Wait, you get high off driving as a lorry?
Oh, it's so much more than a high where I go, Harife. It's low. I go to the bottom.
Yeah, it's definitely some kick. Some terrible kick in the dark. A sleep kick.
What if your cargo would be
And
contraband?
it's contraband, Loman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest.
Bad hand. Hermenegildos' bad hand strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
Seem like a woman that knows a thing or two about drugs.
What do I need drugs for, Loman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare.
That's not really what I was getting at.
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
Evart sent me.
the fuck is Iraq? Ah, and what do I care about the Union boss? He's no Gabriel. He's no Franco Negro. He's not even Hermenegildo the Hound.
So, are you smuggling drugs?
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
How can you not know?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grat, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grat, Loman?
Drugs?
No, Loman. Diamonds.
I didn't ask about... Well... Who would be smuggling drugs?
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
That's correct. There is no visibility.
Thanks, visual calculus.
Diamonds are good for you, Loman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras. Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no? She's just a distracted old woman.
So he doesn't think she...
You hear that, Loman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Why is that, Lieutenant?
He doesn't want your frail mind caught up in something here.
Okay, let's just get out of here.
Yes, go.
Seems unlikely. Seems unlikely to be her. Now, if it is her, it could be her unknowingly.
A small cabinet on...
Seems like it's probably the racist guy.
Okay, here. I hope. Okay, here. Okay, here. I hope.
Let's go talk to... Well, hold on. Did my task get updated? Damn mystery. Find out who's the lady driver and where's her lorry. Authority. The lady driver.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to...
I know you've been giving me the runaround. Who's the lady driver?
Don't know what you're talking about.
And why are you smirking?
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Rivachel West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
So, who does? You?
No. He means La Puta Madre.
A legendary, and not in a good way, crime boss from Jamrock.
Puta Madre.
Controls what is probably the most powerful organized crime outfit in Revachol West.
Yeah, him.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him.
The lieutenant adopts a rodentine quality. Be cool, sire. He's getting into this.
I'm chill.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is.
Kim is so good.
He's surprisingly good at this.
It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry.
Padre Madre.
The stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
Harder.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did
Talk to him.
Little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
Oh, he's scared.
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely... Be careful. This man's still got some fight in him, by the looks of it. It won't be easy to break him.
Oh, my half-light. Wait, we're done for now. I have clothes for this. The jacket needs to come off. Do I have any half-light plus? Jacket off. Wife beater mode. What is half-light? Let the body take control. Threaten people. Wife beater mode. 42%. We need to roll on 7 or higher. Yeah.
The main thing is to not overdo it, even when you're trying to scare someone. The most
make me run.
We'll just have to ask someone else about the lady driver. Let's go.
Oh, we just have to buff half-light to go for it again.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell
men like this.
Get his ass.
Only respect two things. Time to turn up the volume.
Show me her lorry right now.
Fuck you! I told you.
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
What's your name?
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
Green banged up lorry.
Did she go?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke.
You are just the worst.
I haven't even seen her for days. Past the monument.
Past the monument down there.
The Green Temple.
A small temple by the monument.
Great, thanks. I got the Carl from freaking Aqua Teen fit on right now. We're vibing. Past the monument to the south. Green lorry. We run like a plate number on it or something? This guy right here.
This green found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked.
This must be the one he told us about.
Let's try the door handle.
The door is locked. There's no picking this lock.
Can we peek in?
On the side windows is tinted.
How do we get this open?
To smash the window. Open it from the inside.
Really?
This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
Alright, word. Get in there. My physical... Can I get my physical instrument stronger? Beep, beep. Knock,
this
knock.
This green found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the... With a firm grip, you raise the pry bar. A glint of light catching on the tip. Call down the hammer of...
I'm gonna smash it apologetically.
Release your secrets, Laura. The window shatters, and droplets of glass fly everywhere.
Subtle.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie. There's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat where the toolbox should be.
Let's pull out the toolbox.
Drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper. It's an issue of Petit Férique from last Wednesday. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of
FM, I see.
UKV, but...
Pull out two
doing something freaky with radios.
Voila. A stack of neatly folded papers has been stashed behind the
Maps?
seating fabric.
Bonne prise.
Bonne prise.
This large map displays the elevated motorway called 881. The intake leading to Martinez is marked with a blue X. Toll booths at the intakes are marked with a circle. It looks like there are scant few ways of getting onto the elevated motorway that run there. Hundreds of thousands of motor carriages roar on the 881.
Ivers.
High above the mass of brown and red roofs, that is Jamrock. The commuters don't even look down.
All right, where does the road lead?
Through the middle-income neighborhoods there, by the river, and then to Stella.
All right, let's open the second map.
From the 30s displays a complex system of storm sewers underneath a sub-district core.
The third map?
The final map displays a labyrinth of service tunnels left over from the construction.
These are very useful for drug trafficking. And using a radio frequency that isn't commonly used will probably keep your communication pretty subtle.
These service tunnels were probably used. Looks like the smugglers have infiltrated the road network belonging to East Motor Track.
The smugglers have invaded the motor track.
It would seem. The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads.
Who do you think's behind this?
It's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. This operation has spread everywhere in Jamrock. If it's his bad news, there have been attempts at a serious investigation before.
Especially bad news for cops who may have something in their past they don't even know is there.
Where do you think it ends up?
This distribution network looks certainly large, yet still vague enough. It doesn't reveal much about the Besmerti behind it.
Besmerti?
The Besmerti is a Revacholian crime syndicate. They see themselves as the inheritors of the 14 Revacholian Indo-tribes, with cool names like La Puta Madre and Aura Mazda.
Aura Mazda.
It's a dark parody.
You think they're cool?
Best not to disturb the scene.
The stack of maps looks.
How about the pedals?
Wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools, but one odd detail does catch your eye. Sandpaper adds extra grip.
The driver glued a piece of sandpaper to the throttle?
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
If they have the, what is it, the odd soul. If they have the odd a driver. She's the 8th Hardy Boy. She's the one with the odd soul. And that's why she needs sandpaper on the drivers, on the throttle, to make sure she can hit it. Or this is a guy, I think. No, this is the lady driver. Yeah. Yeah, this is our dude. Dead.
Yes.
One of the footprints on the crime scene had an aberration. One soul was smoother than the other.
That the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
So that's the missing 8th Hardy.
Looks like her, yes.
And she's running the drug trade.
Now we know for certain who's the missing 8th person at the lynching.
Oh.
Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
She could also be the person that bought my gun from the pawn shop. I don't like this at all. It feels like we've been involved with the Hardy Boys in our drunken stupor. This caused us to forget. I don't like this at all. They don't necessarily have to be linked, though.
You're right. But we should still go and see what...
The movie
Agreed.
stars are still smiling.
Oh, we got the finger guns.
The radio transmitter.
How about the radio?
Like the frequency dial is absent.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
You speed freaks?
No, that's on 78.9.
Man.
What? I happen to have committed the frequency to memory. I have no problem admitting that.
Why would someone need so many... Well, if they're a drug trafficker.
An entire fleet of lorrymen, for example.
Yeah.
Looks like we are dealing with an impressive...
A 20-kilometer radius at least.
Anything we can do with the radio?
Doesn't look like it.
Oh, okay.
The ghostly...
And the posters.
Are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens. One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold. There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a hint of amberette. Waft. The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put your finger on whom exactly.
Could it be the old woman's picture?
This is Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography. She wasted away in a drug den called The Door to the River. Not far from here, on Boogie Street, the remnants of a sweet juniper.
That's enough. I think we're done here. That was very useful.
I think we got it.
And we got finger guns.
Finger pistols, 9mm. Snap, snap, baby. Turns out guns aren't that much for protecting as they are for attacking people. If you want to protect people, really work for them, you have to whip out your signature dual 9mm Villiers finger pistols.
+1 reaction speed, safety's always off, Empty hand gives suggestion +1. That's really good. I like that where you're talking and then you like wink and give him one finger gun. Does that mean 2 empty hands gives double plus suggestion? Did we need suggestion for anything? No, we need other purple stats. This game is so good. Oh, Kim wants to talk.
All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found. Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect.
Back in Rysair and deeper in the disco hole. Let's go, Jen. Yeah, I'm loving it.
It's well funded.
I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed.
I think it's to
used to tap into our
use drug communication under wraps.
Listening in on your calls.
Oh, and the maps we found. They reveal the geographical extent of the operation. Looks like they've used abandoned tunnels and access roads.
Did the studio get shut down? The one that made this game? I don't know.
It looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the Union connection we've been searching for.
Anything about the movie posters?
As elegant as they are.
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
Cinephile?
Yes, well.
Will the RCM open an investigation?
Murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, there
Good
are
idea.
more than enough grounds to start an official investigation. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome. All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
So it turns out this is connected to the...
Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't...
Meaning, someone as slippery as Everard won't be caught by a couple of cops and some stuff they...
True.
Debrief
True.
over.
Let's go. All right. So now... got plenty of healing. Go talk to Joyce. I think Joyce is next. Then probably the Hardy Boys. Boop boo doop boop boo. One of these days, this bridge is gonna collapse. And then it's only 11 a.m., so we have plenty of time before we gotta talk to the smoker. Maybe go try a couple checks. Do I have any skill points right now? I don't, but I'll probably get one in this conversation or come close. You're
back. Good.
Spoke with the lorryman.
Yes, my eyes on.
Oh, perfect. We got a skill point.
Word to that effect. What have you discovered?
Wait, you have eyes?
It doesn't really matter, and I do apologize for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this.
One of the tall buildings overlooking the roundabout, most likely.
Yeah.
That...
In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask...
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation.
Yeah, we're not going to disclose that information.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn.
All right, wonderful. Most promising successor studio to me is Eternal Summer, and they have a manifesto that I think is worth checking out. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out.
Normally break protocol like this.
I really want to do more story-based games. I like experiencing stories together.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
Said contain the situation?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, This is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
You said, how are the lynching and the strikes connected?
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an
that's the guy that got...
measure.
Okay.
They called it my security detail.
I see. Do you need one?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
That's the one who got lynched.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenel, an Oranese military.
Okay, that checks out.
As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating.
Oh, there are 3 in here.
They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat
that's
experience.
concerning.
They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
Okay, that also checks out.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
We already knew all that.
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenel contractors carry out their orders, for now.
There are other Am I one of these Crenel contractors and not a cop? Pause. It's funny you say that as I pause the game.
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
Oh.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
Oh, yikes.
It will be all of them. The decision is already made.
This is not very disco.
It is very far from disco.
Say 7 deranged superstar lines, achievement unlocked.
Concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
Oh, yikes.
The debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a Hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
Yikes.
The Serai's giant Hornet.
I don't care.
Men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded after every 1 or 2 shots. The automatics every 1 or 2 minutes.
Yeah.
As I said, a bloodbath.
And I think they have his gun because that wasn't found anywhere.
Too many things have already gone wrong. Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia. All we can do is keep that which is not from following suit. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
What can you tell me about Crenel?
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell.
Okay.
They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman
Saint-Baptiste.
Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors. Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands. Countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
See, so they're serious.
Sadly, no. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
This game presents a worldview that is unrealistic, parentheses, one where there is due process.
You know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the...
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenel.
Did you contact the company?
I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here.
And they lost one of their own.
She's being truthful. She is pressing them as hard as she can.
Where are the remaining
Gone to
mercs?
ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth.
Yeah.
They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
Well, we still should know where they are.
Likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Oh, it's the scab leader.
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbor gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely...
Oh. Would Measurehead be the other one? No, but he's on the side of the Union.
The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry driver.
Ah, yeah.
Would afford a good vantage point.
Where is your radio for contacting them?
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a short wave at the ship's wheel. That may be so. I still hope you heed my...
For all your talk
Got
of
it,
averting
okay.
this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is...
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
Better.
The Colonel, the one who was hanged, did you know
I
him?
mean, did I see him alive? Lely.
Lely.
His service name. Nom de guerre, most likely.
Homme de guerre. What a night. I love the turn of phrase in this game. It's so cool.
Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
Tell me about the others.
One is a man. Courty, they call him.
Yep.
A nickname as well. The other a woman. Phyllis DePaul.
Oh, shoot.
Courty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
DePaul. But no, she can't. DePaul can't both be the lady driver and one of these militia, right? Otherwise, she would have helped in the hanging of one of her colleagues, which I guess isn't impossible. She could be a double agent for working both for the Union's drug trade and the Pharma Merc Company. She could be a double agent. She's going to be super dangerous. And she works with radio operation. I think that almost certainly means she's the lady driver.
What would you say was his eye color?
She closes her eyes.
I can't remember.
The lieutenant was testing her, asking a small...
That's all right now.
He was 40 or 50.
Yeah.
It's hard to say which. He had a
Yeah,
combat.
that's right.
Indeed. This matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body.
He was Occidental, I think. Light brown hair. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn...
The deceased assaulted a woman?
This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
Who did
The
that?
remaining contractors. Their tribunal.
And what did the teenagers say?
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman.
The lieutenant consults his notebook.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault.
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags.
That does check out with what the Hardy Boys said.
Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman.
Who was the woman?
That's a good question.
Oh, it was Sadie. I bet it was Sadie who got assaulted. Unless she's in on it.
Until the executions start. Truthfully, I don't...
They don't report their progress to you.
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal
This is
initiative.
rough.
It's a matter of days.
Thank you. That was very
Sorry
useful.
to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with...
How about the tattoos?
Of course. Excuse my hesitation.
For about half a minute.
It was taken with a trigette not long ago. This is the man's upper body.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth.
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent. Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
That's what travels he made?
Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Preto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Preto, Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Inter-Easlary Age.
The old world passing by.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
Vredefort? Vredefort has a military academy. The Seminese Islands saw a recent conflict. In Revachol, he was...
Maybe it's a record of his military career?
That makes sense to me. We have no more use for a map of the waterways, just like we don't need sailors the way we used to. This is what the custom would morph into on the Occident. Mercenary tattoos.
For all the boys looking for adventure, a blood spatter on the seas.
You could tell me more.
His platoon members? The other contractors.
Let's go ask that guy.
Suggest you go and show them that picture.
Oh, yeah.
Surely there are other people to ask about the tattoo. This is not necessary to complete the task, officer.
Okay.
I am relieved you think so. I don't think decipher.
What is the use of the map?
Soul would use it to. Is there anything
I think we're
else
done.
I can help you with?
Nice. Okay, great progress. Now we got to talk to the Hardy Boys about the drug trade. It's a little concerning that, or confusing, I should say, that this third militia member might also be the 8th Hardy Boy. Now, the logic there could potentially be that she got caught by the other guy and created a situation with the Hardy Boys. She was double agenting. She was scabbing, I guess, kind of. Like, she was double agenting, and she was doing the drug trade and acting as a mercenary. But how could she also be a lorryman? That wouldn't make sense either. This goes deeper than it appears, obviously. Okay, I guess we go talk to the Hardy Boys now. Let's see how that goes. I don't suspect this will go terribly well. We need all the powers of suggestion we can have. In fact, we should probably also try to boost up our stuff. See what we can do here. Might hit a dead end with them, but worth a try. Almost noon. I've never been in here. Whoa. It's a bookstore.
Welcome to crime, romance. Be welcome And please...
Her face looks powdery and painted from all the makeup.
I am. The proudest Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction.
Yes, of course.
Did you talk to her?
No.
Why not? Was she not friendly enough? Were you not compelled to talk to her?
Jesus Christ. I'm not interested in talking to a kid.
What's wrong with her? Can't she do anything right?
All right, dude, I do not care. Okay, let's change it.
Scans.
I don't care.
You see a set.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
What's behind the curtains?
Why aren't you browsing the books? Don't you feel compelled to look at the books?
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains,
I'm gonna pull open the curtains.
Alluring they become. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains,
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences.
This some ghost shit.
She looks away, mumbling. Why?
I'll open them.
Please just talk to me, officer. Come here.
Talking is always good. Lies. You see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron-shaped cage-like trinket.
We're gonna rip them open. Are we dead?
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway.
I warned you. You're unleashing.
Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers.
A heavy door with a missing handle.
I'm scared.
Covered in dozens, if not hundreds. What if you just break it down?
I should break it down. Not before I strategize.
That's right. Steady breathing. The room is dimly lit. It's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for ages.
Do I need pain threshold? I don't think I have anything for pain threshold. Be some freaky shit back here.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little wrongly shaped trinkets and charms.
Ow.
It appears to be locked. You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame. It's going to take one more try to...
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
I'm doing it. Oh.
What is this place?
Like a gym.
Yes, but no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling from the window. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Yeah, nothing mysterious here. God, I'm scared. Why did I do this? Oh, the ball. Hell yeah. Insane find.
A barbell. It's 60 kilograms. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
There are no collars on the barbell.
Wait me for laugh. Better not touch it then. It would be a violation of EPIS.
I'm not lifting. Alright, Kim, what are we doing? Bird? I don't like this. I don't like this. This is freaky, man. Money?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes. Some of the writing has faded with age. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of Welkins. You make translucent Welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether Welkins, hailing from the vast. You should adopt one of those Welkins as your persona.
Yeah.
One of the Welkins towering among its Varhamira.
Varhamira.
His face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them purged.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin.
Who are these creatures?
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
Them's a Welkin supremacist.
Mm-hmm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard too. Some people really like building a world. Just look at those details.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. You see primitive
freaky
built into glass, albeit dark and cold. This vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered. This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money."
Ah, yes.
It looks a bit like an academic calendar. Minimi stands for a mini meeting. It's part of a bigger
that's so disgusting.
Work called RUN. As time goes on, the numbers
like Scrum
grow rarer and rarer.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left. The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans. Called the full text read. This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pesantic.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems.
Oh.
UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants.
Is this some kind of like Squid Game?
Looks like a surveillance program. They must have had massive airwidth.
Who was the Game Master?
Someone very important. A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass
who's
through
playing?
whoever decides to call in to a call-in station. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas
Whoa.
be playing.
Wide network.
Windy, Insulin. There's no way a little basement studio.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
What if this is to do with the drugs?
The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just like.
That's a radio.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
What he means is that these things cost money. This is the Ream 7 radio computer, model RC5.
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really looked.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys. It's empty like a beehive.
This is where the memory should go.
Play.
Nothing happened. Something's missing. There's no tape in the player.
Print.
Nothing happens. Nothing. Something's missing.
Freaky.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace? No, that's not it. I think...
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory.
Oh, hell yeah.
It looks like one of those
Cook.
popular pen and paper role-playing games.
It does.
Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
They were trying to do like radio D&D.
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
Anyone ever done this before?
They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Koenigsegg.
Automated games.
You know.
Not in Revachol West.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before.
How were they planning on doing it?
None of the players have to be physically present.
Oh.
Anyone in the world can participate. Then there's the game master frequency that listens.
That sounds
His
right.
fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
Adorable.
Coordinating so many games would take a whole...
What do you think happened to the company?
They stopped filling out the schedule. Indeed,
wow.
It's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
This would keep it company? Let's finish it?
It's too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's keep
moving. Production schedule, filament memory. Do like $50? Oh, we could have probably sold this to pay off our room.
Tiles on the cube, like a smooth draw. The filament slides into place. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also making a sound.
What?
The static gets louder, slowly filling up the...
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1.
What?
Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Okay.
They are merely... I work as a repeater at the... As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded
Wait, did they
by a
succeed?
wall of radios. Now please tell me the reason for your call, Fortress Accident.
What is the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
Ah, yes.
That was a question.
Yes.
Good.
Password. Of course it would have a
password.
That's why there's a human administrator involved.
No.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
I don't know the password.
I will register this login attempt.
That sounds bad. A login.
Wait, I'm gonna get locked out.
Don't worry.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything...
Why do you call me that?
Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
This is weird.
One moment. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Good. Still,
My birthday?
No. I am contractually obliged to
I'm afraid we are...
Whatever.
Now,
Whatever, lady.
Don't worry.
Fortress Thank you.
Tiles on the cube.
What is print?
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna hold on to this.
Slides out.
Not gonna sell it though. Figure something out with it. Scribbled across the notebook, developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Oh, wait. Would the password be like Welkin or something?
The whole thing resembles Kadran history classes. Your flashlight, some of the writing has faded with the handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make the full text read.
Whoa. Whoa. Bear fridge. Wait, can we put the body in there?
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. This ice bear is a hyper carnivore.
Dude, Half-Life needs to shut up.
The bear looks oddly realistic. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found a holster.
Relax, it's a fridge.
Giant ice bear-shaped fridge. Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door.
What's the note say?
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy. A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Okay. A lot of shit back here. Ice cream factory? Flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway. Oh.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs, rummaging around.
Rifles?
Are these any good?
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye.
That's a rare sight.
We got a rifle.
It no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an
We got a gun, bro. $11 for this thing. Dude, what a cool place. Money.
2 cables are plugged
Another radio.
into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Beat shuffling. We're like underground. Underground ice cream factory. Secret bunker. Bear fridge. Blast door.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. No one has used it in ages.
It's dark and the echo is so prominent. It's impossible to discern what the voices are saying.
What are you doing?
Hear the murder of the hanged man talking.
Should investigate. See if someone's upstairs. Looks like it. No one has used it in ages.
It's the echo.
What are you doing? Wait, really? Take your head out.
A hollow ring goes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
When I wasted the heal. The MF Revachol hammer? Hell yeah. A insane mesh tank top. Gives me drama. Out? We out. Oh! That's here.
An old call box with a matrix of push.
Revachol Ice City.
Companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Oh, neat. It was like a mall. Alright, let's give those guys their bowl back. They were like here, right? Here. What up?
I have really held down.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston.
René.
Oh, René.
It's a little place. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day? Let me think. I heard someone
You know nothing?
was hanged and left on it. No, of.
Then help them, you wimp.
He means caviar socialists.
I wish I could, but I just.
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
I'm not.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of union prick he can't even speak properly.
Gross.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone impotent in the Union. I just know Evrard.
How do you know Everard?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the...
Ah, you were a teacher.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands.
Let's try not to get caught in a...
That's all. That's.
No, thank you.
Guess we gotta talk to this guy.
We're still waiting for a replacement for the bull.
Yeah, I found you, Bull.
Are you mocking us? This isn't for pétanque.
Now, no need to get angry again, René. I'm sure the officer tried his best. It's not like there's a bull kiosk here in Martinez.
It's the best I could find.
The best, huh? This isn't even a bull. But fine. I guess you did attempt to right your hooliganism. Consider it forgiven.
I found your guard booth.
The Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the night. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
Did you see anything?
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
Well, who was working your shift?
No one. The bus has been unmanned since last
that's
Monday.
convenient.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officers. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before, René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
So it doesn't matter if you're there or not?
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individual.
Interesting.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Nay, it's but one man.
Look, officer, can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now?
Yeah, whatever. I saw a picture in there. Who's the girl?
Is nobody.
Oh.
This is none of your concern.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Got it, thanks.
Yes. Like I said, I would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Thanks. Whoa.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
What are those?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
This was yours.
I am a superstar cop.
That is only a ludicrous daydream. Guess again. You're the...
Sorry cop, aren't I?
Yes, sorry cop.
Damn.
The cop who's sorriest.
That makes
Let's
sense.
make it official, then, shall we?
I'm not sorry.
No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance.
All right, I'm sorry.
Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this. That won't happen.
Start thinking about it. We could forget one of the, or just unlock it. We have what, 2 skill points? Where are our skill points? There they are. We have 2 skill points. We can unlock it. Start thinking about righteous self-critique. -1 authority, embarrassment to the party. You one sorry piece of shit, a cop. Penitent, a flagellant cop monk. This is not the right line of work for you. Be groveling at the feet of a feudal lord. Let's try it. We can always forget it. There's another thing here too.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere in Martinez.
That's me, Mr. Reasonable.
The air suddenly feels calmer, more transparent in a strangely tender way. It's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
What's that?
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances in all of human history.
Let's do it.
It is, isn't it? History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually. Tisk tisk. Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above the needs of the future. You may never live to see the Kingdom of Conscience. Your children may. What rationality? What sang-froid? What a fucking joke.
What a fucking joke. Is it really about just preserving the status quo?
It's preferable to chaos and bloodshed.
Yes.
There you have it. Sometimes holding the line is progress.
What's it actually like?
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. It's also post-industrial.
All right, I'll see.
Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about...
Oh, right. Well, let's get there eventually.
Real democracy is just...
Kingdom of Conscience. I don't know if I love, but... -2 half-light, calm water. Happens. We're gonna probably fail a bunch of checks, but these take how long? 6 hours? This only takes 1 hour. 6 hours for the other one, 1 hour for this one. What is there to do? Smokers at 9 o'clock. Get a hold of a sad song on tape. Tattoo. We can ask the guy at the boatyard about the tattoo. That'll probably be the last thing we do tonight, because it's getting late. Oh, I should buy some drugs. I have that gun as well now I can do something with. Do I have $24? We have enough to buy a couple.
A small cabinet on...
Okay, here. Okay, here.
Alright, bro. Square up.
Right to work! Right to work!
I think you might be able to help me decipher some tattoos.
Don't think so.
We're investigating a murder.
Silence. He takes the photo. Grey eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface, hard as a stone. But beneath it,
fucking loincloths. Really did him in.
Loincloths?
Yeah.
He's clenching his teeth. There is silent pressure behind.
Can you tell me what it means?
What it means.
In what must have been Seminine.
I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here?
Sure.
Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. In Benital, 41. Monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission.
Benital is one of the inhabited islands of the Seminese archipelago, near the Pale. Covered
Pale.
in jungle, it was anchor point for the Seminese nationalists.
He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kept villages.
Couldn't say that.
Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers.
With some strange emotion. This is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off.
I'll hear it.
Our boy. He's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think.
It's okay.
If they don't see action soon. At dawn, he comes upon two kids, breeding in the bushes by the
How are you? I'm chilling.
They weren't
A little tired, but pushing through to get some Disco Elysium in.
I like to think they were breeding. We shot the boy. He was useless.
Oh no.
She was not. A little fat, you know. But not too old. She was quite the entertainment.
Oh my.
She lasted, expired in the hands of Sarge Mason.
Why are you just telling me this?
The guy who'd make Chief there shit his pants and cry like a bitch. God. Mason couldn't let go. Cut the tits off her cold.
These guys are sick.
I fucking ate them.
Ew.
Drowned in a creek a week later. Spirits my ass.
Something stirs in your stomach.
You were there?
No. I was in the domain. In Jamrock. Being a bouncer.
You're not really a scab leader, are you?
Fucking mask is getting sweaty. I want to take my mask off.
Can I have that photo back?
Go ahead.
Okay.
All right, now. Free commerce!
On the photo in your hands, the dead man's skin
Ugh, I'm like skeeved out now.
Hundreds of them, littering his dead skin.
Are you a mercenary?
Flow of commerce!
Is there a tribunal being convened?
Fucking fuck.
A punch is not imminent, but it's being cocked. I'm going to interpret that as a yes.
How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay, of course.
Okay.
The man's breathing steadies.
I'm leaving now. Okay, that was useful. Ish. Let's see. We could probably go pay for our room tonight. Oh yeah, we're supposed to talk to the Hardy Boys. How did I get distracted? Oh yeah, I went into the curtain. We're supposed to talk to the Hardy Boys. Well, let me just pay off my room.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real?
Yep.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Okay. Let's talk to her. I keep getting distracted, but that's such a good thing in this game.
She's agitated, judging from...
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
You need a phone for
I
it.
understand. Thank you anyway. Oh, please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there.
What do you need a phone for?
Phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too. To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed.
Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. But you have
Expeditions.
important things to worry about.
Oh, right. You're a cryptozoologist. So, or he's a cryptozoologist. He's chasing Sasquatch or something.
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect.
Hold on. Best game I've ever played. I'm enjoying this game a lot. Way more than I even thought I would.
They were just going down the coast across the waterlock to set a few traps.
The waterlock. That was broken. Could this be it?
Oh, the waterlock on the other side is broken.
Oh my. What happened to the waterlock?
Probably just some technical problem.
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. Sure. Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie. Oh, sweetie,
Tell me about this rare insect.
But I shouldn't bore.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
Yeah, you're right. There's no time. There's later. Tonight. During karaoke. Alright, let's die. Unbelievable? Hey.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Are you the Hardy girl?
You could be Liz. You could be anything.
Even Ahmad? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante.
Get a grip, Glenn.
So fucking what? Lots of models are actually really smart people, fuckwad.
Fuck you.
No, Glenn. They aren't.
Well, you're also wrong here, Elizabeth.
This didn't change her opinion of you. It's not her. She's...
Whatever. Alright, bitch. Let's go.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Oh, we about to throw down. Talk to Joyce. The merc you hanged, his friends are coming for you.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Yeah, they're forming some kind of tribunal.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
I'm right.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn.
Glenn?
Glenn is fucking...
The world champ?
Yeah. Well, all...
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident. Ready to punch out the whole merc platoon.
Did you know a single series giant hornet can kill 40 bees a minute?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
You're the bees.
We're not bees. We're men. We're socialists.
Oh my god.
Easy. He's trying to phase you.
The mercenaries have automatic weapons.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ester 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
If Glenn's got a knock cannon at home, I guess she'll be alright.
That thing has 7 barrels, 1 trigger. You do the math.
I feel like the math is it doesn't work.
So that's 1 dead and a long reload.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Joyce says they've gone rogue.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city.
That is, you actually, I gotta give you that one, Titus. You make a fair point. Cornell's bad news.
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army.
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
Damn, Elaine, you're cold.
Trained military professionals.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk.
Okay.
What do you mean? Okay.
Said, all right, they're gonna wipe you the fuck out, Titus.
No, they won't. Get out of here.
All he means is that the situation is serious.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that.
Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Well, there is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 Kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging.
Yep.
It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
Coup de grâce?
The thought forms in your head like a lightning strike branching in the sky.
No. Do the honor. You've earned it.
Thank you. You're right, Titus.
And you're the
There is
goat.
no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
This is disgusting.
Boo fucking who. People will always be taking.
They're the worst, dude.
Might as well do it clean and organized.
Yeah, that's what the labor movement is all about. Clean and organized. And the Hardy Boys are running it.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here.
I see.
My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy Boys
The
here.
8th Hardy. She runs this thing, right?
My answer is, fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy.
I think there might be.
Goddamn.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
I know. Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
Oh my god.
Despite everything.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s.
We're still... Oh, right. We have 0 authority right now. We need a 16 and we have +4. So we need to roll a 12. What is it? Authority? I can put 1 point into it. I don't even have a skill point. And a -1 from the thought. We gotta wait for the thought to finish. Which is 6 hours from now. It's unfortunate. It's the rigorous self-critique. -1 authority there. And then, are my clothes screwing me? I don't think so. But I think I could +1 authority if I put this on. I don't have anything for authority. So I'd still have to roll a 12, right? Because it would be +4, and I need a 16. I could have 1. That'd be 5. So I could roll an 11. And I could put a point into it to be able to roll a 10. We need a little bit more than that. Okay, what can we do then? Find Morel, the cryptozoologist, which is across the river. Prove your authority. It's gonna be hard to do that. Call Alice back tomorrow. That's tomorrow. I don't want to do this side quest. Ask Kuno about the armor. I guess we can do that. Track down your badge. Oh boy. Who put the clothes in the trash may take a while. We can keep asking about the tattoos. Get the call reporting the crime. Might take a while. Find a way into the secret passage, sing karaoke. I guess we're talking to Kuno to see if anything happened with the armor. Unfortunately. Can't wait to be called the F slur again. As most of the children in this community do. Can I look at this again?
What do you see?
I think we already got this, right? Yeah.
Fuck does Kuno care?
What do you know about the body?
Old pig. What's your question? Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions.
Where's the rest of his armor?
Give a shit about the armor.
Why?
Fucking had one thing majorly wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
How so?
Do you remember how he looked? Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant.
Ah, yeah.
Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care.
You're just too small for the armor.
Get the fuck out of here trying to fuck on me with that midget shit.
I didn't.
Kuno's 12. He's huge. What are you? Fucking 80. When Kuno's 80, Kuno can fit 4 of you in Kuno. Fuck out of here.
Dude.
Trying to fuck on Kuno. Fuck out of here.
You mean threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea. Rugby style. That shit means
Into the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
I don't
you
care.
Want to fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
Wait. Oh. Manana?
Yeah, cocking boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about...
Yes, you met him at the gates. The one...
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to.
Okay.
Fucking crazy about that armor shit.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you?
Yeah, why are you telling me this?
Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pig.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sire.
You know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for talk.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
So you don't know anything.
All kinds of shit. Probably climb.
I don't even care,
Let's
dude.
go. Oh, I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno is in fucking Night City.
There is no Night City anywhere.
Where is Night City?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis.
God.
And you don't need to know.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Pig sniffing around.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno.
Whoa. There are contusions all over his body. Did you do that?
What are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
A contusion is a bruise.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing. This is Kuno.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
You're testing Kuno's patience, yeah?
I'm testing your patience. Okay, dude. Yeah. Great. I found your shack.
Found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack.
Yeah.
It was closed for 5,000 years.
Teleported.
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
I can.
You can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit. How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
What's the tuba magnolium?
Vitamin pig? Don't you know anything?
You could use some.
Magnesium, right?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
I use it all the time.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna
I should have shot this girl.
That's where Kuno
What's your powder?
gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old.
What was the pig head?
That. Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Oh, I got one too.
What?
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is
Yeah.
weird
Fuck
level
on me,
shit.
fuck on you, buddy.
Your shit back to normal.
Well played. No one saw that coming.
Good call, Pigmeister.
Do we have any of
Now
this?
Come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
I'm done here, bro. I just...
Hear that? Magnesium. The magnesium level.
I have magnesium. I'm fine. Okay, let's go talk to Manana. I need to just pick this kid, dude. I can't stand Kuno. This guy's got more going on than I think he wants to let on, too.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
You know about armor?
The little boy had it good on his promise. To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know.
Alright, word.
Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch.
Oh my god.
He's got eyes everywhere, and the cop's in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
The probe into the armor. What did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
Like what?
I did some research into this armadura.
Armadura.
Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go.
He kicked that into the water.
And kicked it into the sea.
Boots were on there, yep.
So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Yeah.
I guess you won't be collecting them all then. That's less work for you at least.
Mega Man XS. 4 pieces.
Oh, they're just gone. They
Leggings?
don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
I'm gonna find 1 piece.
Nice and balanced. Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armored too. The one the bullet hits.
Yeah.
Good luck if you go
True.
for those boots though. You'd have an easier time wresting the spurs off a boyadero than getting them off him.
Kuno used us to scare you?
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way.
Alright, thank you for your cooperation. Good talk. Right. Yeah, One Piece mentioned. Hell yeah. Alright, so getting his boots. Get the boots off the victim's feet. I don't think we can do that. In order to succeed, the body must be down, autopsy has to be finished, and Kim has to be absent. He wouldn't approve. Okay, so we will not beat ourselves up over that. We already did it. Really want the piece of the armor. Find Morel, that's across the water. Titus, we need authority, so we gotta wait for this research to finish. That's tomorrow. Okay. Pretty good day. Well, not day, like pretty good stream. Obviously, there's more to this day. Probably where we'll call it. There's plenty to do still. Just a little bit of it's time sensitive. Nope. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I appreciate the lot of you. Been a very good stream. Hope you had fun. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Probably live again Saturday or Sunday. Keep an eye on Twitter. Usually I tweet when I'm going live or when I am live. If I don't, I took Twitter off my phone. I think that was a wise choice. I'm not as distracted, which is very nice. Good idea. Yeah, it's helped a lot. I don't have as much banter to talk about, but we're chilling. Okay. Do you have push notifications in Discord server? Yes. If you go to the Discord and you go to it's like a welcome thing, flaring. If you flare yourself with Rysair Live, you should get the role, and then if you don't have the role Rysair Live, I can give it to you. And then in the Live Now channel, it pings at Rysair Live, at Magic Live, or at Ale Live whenever one of the three of us goes live, if you have the appropriate role. If you want to join the Discord, !Discord. And yeah, I don't chat in there too much, admittedly. It's mostly just kind of a place to, store the VODs and the go live notifications. But yeah, definitely come through to the Discord. We'd love to have you. I think that's it. Locals tomorrow, and then I got family dinner Saturday, so I might take that night off. So probably Sunday, we'll continue the Disco Elysium. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out, and make good choices and roll high. Bye bye.